Things must have just like changed a little bit too much. The owner, I guess, lost clout with them. Unfortunately, the wiki doesn't like go into detail to what happened, but Renault left F1, and Benetton and Williams were both like left in the lurch. Damage was probably more extensive to Williams because I think they suffered out of competitiveness for longer. I mean, they eventually did recover, but it took them a long time. They had like that 2000s kind of resurgence where they never actually won. Oof. Interesting. These setups are pretty frickin' stubborn. I mean, Renault won the championship twice, so... What is that? 0 titles since '97. I guess what's worse, like perpetual like backmarker midfield, or no longer existing essentially as a team. I am going to do the Benetton off season just to kind of see where we would end up. curiosity before I just never play that save again. $71 Laperouse. 36.72. All right, it's your last race. Last race of this season. All right, let's go. Woo! There goes a car off the truck. Jordan's in perpetual unreliability now. Ooh! Oh, they actually do have a spinning animation. You see that? Crazy. Holy fuck. So yeah, I just want to parse through the off season and see where we end up, and then from there I'll I think Williams is our best hope of like having a hint of being competitive without being Ferrari or McLaren. You'll take Ralph and get rid of him for Montoya. Montoya Button did end up happening with McLaren, didn't it? Wait. No, it was Kimi Button. I think Montoya was long gone by the time that Button. Well, he ended up back there, I think. When he started at Williams, ended up at Button went a lot of places actually. Yeah, they teamed in 2006. Just curious where Jensen Button. Dude's 46. Drove with Williams in 2000. Switched to Benetton in 2001, and then it became Renault. And then he went to BAR for 2003, finished third in 04, fell to ninth in 05, then joined Honda. Which was important because he ended up on the Braun team at the right time. And then he went to McLaren. And I think that's where his career ended. His F1 career, anyway. He's still actively. He's not driving F1 anymore, but he is still driving. Driving, I believe he's still driving the WEC as of 2025 anyway. Fucking safety car? What? There's a safety car? Oh, he did just retire? Well, mediums for 38 laps. Villeneuve's driving at whatever, or he was, like a few years ago, was still driving at whatever age he frickin' is. 2024 or something like that? He tried to drive in the Endurance Series. A lot of the F1 drivers do end up driving there. Glorious safety car. Glory be. to the safety car. Yeah, unfortunately, it is a bit of a short lap. Irvine got in, but Schumacher's left out to lunch. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded seeing the safety cars redesigned in this game to allow the cars to unlap themselves and have the thing go around for two circuits. Salo's riding me pretty hard. Get off me! How the fuck are they getting 20 laps out of the soft tire? Oof. Don't incur the tire wear. I'm a sitting duck. Sitting meat duck. Oh. Salo is cooked. I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. Hoping in vain that I can finish out of Shumi. Mika just pitted again. Mika Salo. Oh man. It can get kind of hard to stay focused on this because sometimes like there's not really racing going on. Like some of the gaps are just insane. They're always doing other shit. What are you doing? F1 manager? Motorsport manager? Oh, come on, Eddie. You suck. Bye. Everything you want 2 races. Sometimes Forza. On a related note, the next version of the game will probably be retail for $90. Shit. Like, why are AAA games selling? Oh, because you're trying to charge consumers $100 for them? Could that maybe be why? Potentially? Maybe. What kind of games are you into? I'm sure there's like a massive backlog. Like, just forget anything that's coming out, right? Like, yeah. But my wife's excited for, because they've announced, or there's rumors or an announcement of a Fallout remaster. And it's like, if you want to play Fallout, why don't you just play Fallout? Look, we have Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Like, just play them. I don't know. I can't really say no because I bought Dragon Quest 3 and Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes. So like I'm like, you don't need this remake, but I bought this one. Or for Fallout it's a remaster. Whatever. Just kind of the ultimate proof that there's not really anything to get excited about in the modern age, though. We'll overfeel a little bit. Just so I can get wing fix done. Did I take knee tires? Yeah, okay. Don't forget to fix the wing. That's the important thing. Yeah, what kind of video game would you say you're into? Racing? It's a lot of racing games. Box mediums, 30. Fix the wing. Strategy or racing. Okay. Civilization, Total War, StarCraft. I feel like a lot of the love has to be honed in on, oh, that hurts. First-person shooters. You gotta play the single-player ones. I used to be really good at them. But that's because I was also young once. and the ships left the building on that one. The ships left the port. I had a Star Trek Armada 2 install on one of these computers that had a Dominion Wars mod that was pretty fun. But then I think it was that computer, and I think that computer got wiped, and I haven't been able to rebuild it. It's a little bit of a time investment because I have to actually go out of my way to find an ISO file to mount, burn, something like that. Because the game's picky about playing on an old CD-ROM drive. If you don't actually have a CD-ROM, it's tricky. You have to actually like mount the ISO. In the last decade, like, PCs have just kind of not had optical drives. You can still get them, but yeah. Have you played the first one? My wife keeps telling me to play that, but I was just like, I'll play Dark Souls instead. If you're jumping into a series, the advantage of jumping into an older game is that often you can find it for way cheaper than the newer one. Yeah, Square Enix is like the only developer I've bought anything new from, probably. That's been non-indie. I guess Persona we've spent some money on. My backlog on Steam has so many games that it's just like, I have plenty to play. I don't need to buy your slot. You know? Well, Schumacher leapfrogged B. Made it look pretty disturbingly easy, too. Yeah, it's because large developers don't realize that they're competing with themselves, and their older games are more compelling to consumers. But like, other than Final Fantasy 16, has there been like a truly new game in the last, like, since Elden Ring, maybe even Claire Osgavar, like Expedition 33? I need to buy that game at some point. Reminds me. Baldur's Gate 3. Have it. Haven't played it. Wife's played through it. I don't know how you're at fault for hitting a lap car. Dumb. Usually in that situation the lap car is at fault. I'm a zillion years ahead of Salo, so. Looks like most of our finishes happen on the back end of the season, right where we needed them to. I'll also add that it's a shame that that game series flopped. I think people just expected too much out of it. You should have seen like the complaining that people did on the forums when it was still active. Like, we should have my team. It's inexcusable that they don't have it. And then they finally added it. And then nobody bought the damn game. Oh, well. It doesn't matter. We have third. Where the fuck is Lemmy? Okay, whatever. It got me so invested in words, and then they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, he just crashed again. Whatever. Now the Elden Ring DLC ends up getting cheap enough, I'll probably The biggest issue with that is that that game took like 100 hours to beat. Sans downloadable content. It was ridiculous. So then when I want to play the DLC, I'm going to have to go through like a $100 playthrough again. I guess. That's okay, I guess. Ugh. Retiring in June. Oh, we only needed a point to tie me. Oh, man, I'm dying. Bullshit. Okay. He agreed. Whatever. Give me that Muns. Alright, and then what we would have to do is build a test track. Oh, they went to the old point system. Yeah, there's no chance we're continuing this one. A win is worth 9 instead of 10. Like, it's stupid. Ugh. Actually, Mugen is the way to go, I think, for reliability, if we were to do this. Fuel supplier. How do you... Yeah, I would take that one. Material supplier. Give me that tire wear. And you can only pick the Bridgestone tires. A Benetton. Nothing else affects tire wear. Nothing else matters. Montoya joins Stewart. Fernando Alonso. Don't even know how good he is yet. No, we're not. And never tank tire wear. Preseason testing. Oh, a couple of teams did skip out. Fuel supplier breakthrough. And the good drivers. Looks like Wurs has declined a little bit. Eight hours of practice. Holy shit. Okay. Why are we losing so much arrow each time? I don't understand. Quit to the main menu. That didn't take, huh? Do, do, do. Sponsor dollar reduce. Schumacher and Button. Schkeller and Wirtz. Eddie Irvine. Well, Lacey's still driving around. High pressure. HQ is the third best. Factory. Eddie Irvine. There you go, Juan Pablo Montoya. Kimi is also, he's at Sauber. Not sure what our odds of actually, can't poach him. Ralph, get Montoya on the phone. Oh my god. They're probably basing it off the 99 finish, but that's funny. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Gerhard Berger is still hanging around. Eddie Irvine, if he landed somewhere good, could have been something. He could have been decent if he landed somewhere good. Mansell's still in there. Luca Bador. Words, we kind of know what we're getting there. Let's go Alonso. Kimi. Weber. Nick Heidfeld, I think, does amount to being decent. I don't know if there's anyone else I remotely give a shit about on this list of scouties. Let's save first, and then we'll hit the load button. Brianna Brown. We don't need this many saves. Like, what the fuck? These are like really old ones too. Because it doesn't always overwrite. It just sometimes just starts creating new ones. I think a test track is non-negotiable, and then what are we lacking in? What's our 3 stars? Okay. Alright. I'm going to take off for the night, though. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to hit the follow button one time. Sub, like, and share on the YouTube end of things if you are there, and we will see you guys again next time. Till then, take care, have a great one, later on.